All right. So the last time on Dungeons and Dragons: Grave of Man, we decided to poke around the church and the exterior, where we found a mysterious object hovering ominously above a fountain. Apparently, there are numerous such relics scattered all about Zagnoth, and even, no one knows their significance, as they seem to be older than the city itself. We decided to enter a barricaded inn, only to find a druid there, and he claimed that he had been working on the massive tree that was growing at the edge of the chasm, precipice, peninsula area that we were sitting on. Unfortunately, after some exchange of words, at which point he thought it was justified that the druids destroyed the inhabitants of the city, we started a battle against tables and the druid himself, who actually happened to be some kind of being made out of wood. After escaping from the inn, we decided to head north, where there's a massive fortress. Unfortunately, all of the walls are covered in crossbow archers. What would you call them?
Arbalists.
Are there arbalists? Okay. And so we could not venture further. So then we retreated into this nice glade to consider our options. Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Very good job. That is roughly what I remember.
Okay, I am experimenting with the thing, but I am good to go. Okay, so you guys are in the grove, kind of recuperating because somebody was shooting at you, and you're not exactly okay with that. So, what do you do?
Well, let's see. We have island in the middle of. Is this an island or is this a lake? I mean, is this a river or a lake? It's a lake with island in the middle.
Yeah, there's flowing water, but it's kind of like flowing around and then kind of getting stuck in the area and then continuing on, if that makes sense. Like,
how deep is water?
Skitter would have drowning problems. You are fine.
This is what you call a meandering stream.
Yes.
And eventually, the two parts of that part are going to cut off because
God, shut up.
This easier path is the more obvious flow, and this slower path that goes around the island will get cut off eventually, and it'll become an oxbow lake, which is shaped like a horseshoe.
Something is wrong with the map and our characters. They seem digitized.
Digital monsters?
You mean that they are having...
Try
Digimon are the champions?
Try reloading website.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
but also,
I've been messing with things.
In
Okay.
character, I guess it'd be try
There, now it
to
looks better.
refresh your vision stones
Blink
into
rapidly
this
or
mythical
something.
realm.
All right.
Sober up.
It's fixed.
Alright. I want to inspect Little Island in the middle of meandering streams.
Okay.
Skitter. Can
Yeah?
I hold Skitter like football and swim across?
I mean, I've still got
Why?
the cloak of the manta ray. I can swim. Unless you want it back,
Well,
and then yeah,
I don't
that
know
would
if you
probably
can
be...
swim per se, you just won't drown.
No, I
This different.
definitely get swimming powers. It's kind of great. He swims off.
Oh. Hey, wait, slow down.
Skitter, your beard's gone.
No. He is currently using an outdated model. You blink and then Beard Skitter shows up. Oops, that
He
is
had
on the
to take
wrong.
5.
That is on the wrong layer. Copy. Delete.
What have you done? How many Skitters are there?
I've put him on the dynamic lighting layer, which is not exactly.
Dynamic lighting?
Yeah. So.
Does that mean
Yes,
that
he
you
paid for a special edition that lets us,
I'm making money off of Roll20. I might as well give a little bit back.
Wait, does
but-
that mean that you can actually apply torchlight and really cool things?
Sort of. So
Probably.
In one of the next areas you guys are going to, actually in all areas, you should be able to just have dynamic lighting based on your characters. Should be really cool. Hopefully. And I'll
we
try
will
and
find
get that.
out how cool
Yeah, we'll find
it
out.
is.
That'll look
Okay.
better than hand-drawn polygonal cutouts like South Park.
Yes. Okay, so let's see. this. Actually, here's what I'm gonna try and do. I'm gonna try and reveal everything.
I mean, it's a vast expanse. Why would anything be out of our sight?
It was a very thick bush.
Yeah,
Going
so
around the bush?
there is I don't know exactly what this does. I guess you guys can tell me because I can't
I
see
see
what
I mean,
you
you're
the,
covering the bushes.
Yeah, I see that I cannot see into the areas underneath the bush.
Okay. So does it kind of have like a dynamic lighting system?
Nope.
A
do not
bunch
know.
of black squares are showing up.
Okay, well that's dumb. I'll figure this out later. Okay.
If I like move about, I see, you know,
I'm trying to go back to
do
map
what
and-
they would expect it to do.
Okay, why are you guys still transfer? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, I walked into the shadows and they didn't move.
Okay, I'll figure it out later. Obviously, this is not the kind of thing that I want to live test. Okay, so you've checked out the island. The island, it looks like it's, been here for some time. There's actually, remnants of a party. Some people might have gotten drunk here, at some point.
Oh,
There's,
so you
kind
mean-
of smashed kegs and,
Yep.
a boot. But it's like a fancy boot. It kind of looks like maybe a bunch of, like, decorated officers had, like, a powwow here. Might have been a secret powwow. You're not sure. You're not sure if military dudes have public powwows on islands, or if they have to hide it because shameful? Question mark.
Is there like a hidden tunnel to get in this area? I guess I will do perception to look
Okay.
for like how they got.
So you're
onto
just
the island.
standing on the island and looking around?
Yes.
Nah.
And I'll investigate.
Okay. So tell me where you're investigating and like what you're kind of doing.
I want to investigate the foliage.
Okay. Here. I'm just gonna reveal some of this. Yeah, there we go. Because line of sight is dumb.
And the boot. Why not?
Okay. So the boot looks like it was, I mean, with that kind of investigation, this is a boot belonging to a high-ranking military official, owing by the layers and layers of polish that have been applied to this thing over the many, many years. And, and
Official. I get
and
this. Fish is fish.
Yep.
Hey.
And that there is, in fact, a sock still inside.
Ew.
Ew.
Well then, where's the remainder of this individual's clothing and their corporeal form?
Well, with that check, you find the rest of the, like, underwear and clothes buried in the sand a fair distance away.
Buried in the sand. But this was all
Is there a
underwater
military
at one point.
term for skinny dipping?
You found the gay pirate orgy.
Yeah, you found the gay pirate orgy.
A gorgy, as they call it.
And what? Are there just sets of
I thought it's
clothing
like a porgy.
stored in here?
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly just, this was kind of maybe a party spot for officers and soldiers that want to get away from the town.
Are there any, like, remnants of footprints? Like, is there any indication where they went?
Yeah, back to town.
Oh.
They left their
That makes
clothes
sense.
here?
This guy did.
I grow weary of this little party island. For the party
Wait, there
has
might be
left.
something in the water.
What?
They took off their clothes, got in the water, and then they ran away without their stuff.
That's quite astute.
I'm still over here. Not in the water.
I'll take my chances. I
Yeah.
got to cross this river, think.
Okay. Skitter's, like, still playing around in the water. He may or may not be able to swim without this thing. And by that, I mean he has no idea how to swim normally. He looks pretty atrocious, but magically assisted swimming is magically assisted swimming. Have you ever seen a man...
He's just like sideways and thrashing.
Ever seen a person doggy paddle at 30 feet 5 feet a second? That's like pretty fast. He's like motoring
Do you
around.
think that we should follow the river south from here?
Is that where the current leads?
I think current is flowing up and to right, yes? I'm. I stick hand in water to find out if it's going
That's the
this
wrong
way or
person.
that way.
It is actually, yes, it is flowing from the right, and then over, and then down.
Okay.
Yeah, it probably goes south because that's where the cliff is.
Yep.
Yep, that would make sense.
Technically, there's like another cliff, maybe a couple 100 feet to
Let's
the right.
find out what's around the river bend.
Okay.
Yes.
So seeing as you guys are exploring, you almost immediately spot this thing kind
Wait,
of
there's
hiding.
a bed.
Yeah. So there's.
Oh.
Shell, you can't. You actually shouldn't be able to see inside. This is a building.
Oh, okay, never
I
mind.
just
I didn't know
revealed
it was
the
a
whole thing.
building.
So-
It just looked like
Whoa.
it was out in the open.
Yeah, on our end it was totally
Yes.
exposed.
Well, I can't exactly put rooftops in here very easily.
It's
I guess I
fine.
could, but it would take effort. Okay, so anyway, you find like a shack.
Okay.
It looks like the hut had been more cleverly hidden prior to the flooding, but that the flooding had kind of swept away all of the fake debris. You can even see some of it like stuck down the river a little bit. That somebody had a shack of some variety hidden away in here. And
Alright. I'm going to jump across the riverbank for funsies
okay.
and see
That's
if I land on the
that's a
other side.
20-foot jump. That's gonna need a roll.
He's
I will
tall, though.
attempt to roll. What type of roll?
Athletics. Athletics or acrobatics? Okay. You make it like most of the way and you kind of like face plant in the sand. You're like, yes! And then your feet get stuck in the sand and the momentum just takes you over and then you got sand in your beard.
I will keep practicing.
Use the wardrobe room to clear the
Oh
sand
yeah.
out of you.
Have you
I don't think that
actually
works.
ever switched back to your armor?
No, he is actually still just in his skivvies.
Oh, that would explain why every single session people have been reminding me to do this. I'm going to switch back to my armor. I fiddle with the ring to get it back onto setting.
Okay. Let's see. So you've got your clothing back on. What settings were your clothing on? I'm curious
I
how
don't
you're
th-
using this thing.
I think
I
the
don't-
first setting was like normal. Second setting
Yes.
was butt naked.
Naked.
Third setting,
Third setting
was
was
the torn
like
clothing.
fancy clothes. No, that was not torn until I tore it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
were
So
fancy up
third
until
setting
you
is your fancy
burst
clothing
forth
that you
from their
ripped
Yeah,
off.
I just click it
seams.
back over one to get back to the default
Okay.
setting after the skivvy
Okay.
setting. Yes.
Because yeah,
Alright.
you'll have to let me know what settings you're using for this.
I understand. I will keep track in future. Okay. I learned from previous mistake. Alright, I guess nothing.
I was like, I could just say nothing responds, or I could just not respond.
No, it was good in character play. You did a good job of acting by saying nothing. I'm going to open door now.
Okay, so I've already showed the hand, sort of.
Just roll
The rest of this is kind of obscured by bush. But there is a small room in here with a table. And actually, wait, no, hold on, the door's locked.
Oh.
What am I doing? Yeah, this is...
Nailed
Yeah.
it.
Sorry.
They said that you were in character,
forget.
so I was imagining like the episode ending and credits rolling, and it's like Wanderbot as the door.
So, I will hide the building again. You have a locked door.
Well,
It does
hey.
look like this guy may or may not have wanted people. Or gal. Somebody made this shack, and they didn't want people getting in.
At least the store doesn't make you play rhythm games in order to enter.
What?
What? Have you run into the door like that before?
Oh yeah, and it sang songs.
Oh, smashy.
You thud against the door uselessly.
Ouch.
Wait, how do you even get a strength of? How do you get a strength
He's-
save of only 7 on your
He
character?
rolled a 2.
Oh my god!
Yeah, his character is,
I learned something.
I had the
can pop
realization
out.
of like, I'm like, wow, that whole number is like just your bonus.
yeah, not much more.
Maybe you should let Skitter open the door. He's actually been quite capable at doing so.
I just let him open the door anyway because it makes him feel better, I think. Also, it's really funny.
It does make me feel better. Skitter, you and I understand each other. Smash!
Okay, you bung into the door again. And... I think it's... Jesus, I don't remember what Skitter's rolls are. Anyway, so what happens is you smash into the door and it doesn't give, and then the knob kind of rattles a bit, and then it opens. And then make a reflex save.
Oh.
Shell, you too.
Oh, I mean,
Oh.
Well, no, you make a reflex save if Bird fails.
okay,
What?
because he's gonna be my shield.
What is reflex save? I don't have that.
Dexterity, sorry. Still
Okay.
in...
Giant
Okay.
fuzzy shield.
So you
Wow.
get-
Oh, wow, my rolls are ass butts.
You get hit by a crossbow bolt. Fired from the darkness.
Oh.
And it just kind of thuds into you. But now you can see the room, and you can see the crossbow trap that was kind of leveled at the door.
A trap?
Hey guys, we got the door. I walk in confidently.
Well, if he's not complaining, I'm not going to speak about it. Skitter
Oh,
goes
please,
into
getting hit by a crossbow bolt is like the
Tuesday
18th
for you.
worst thing that's happened to me in the past, like, 24 hours, okay?
It's been pretty bad.
Was it only rigged to fire a single bolt when
Yes.
the door opened?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I probably should have actually had this room better, like, shown. But anyway, so it's a square room like this, and there's a kind of big door at the back. And there's a table, you can see parts of it, and there's, like, some boxes over here.
All right.
And more boxes.
I will
Looks almost like a
investigate.
Okay. Wow. So you find
Oh.
quite a couple of things. Drez is taking a nap. Sunning himself, looks like. Okay, so you actually find, I'd say about 400 gold pieces
Ooh.
stowed away at the false bottom of one of the boxes.
A false bottom. This is quite the shack. I mean, traps, deception,
You find a ledger.
another ledger.
Yep. A bunch of like chains and like manacles and handcuffs and stuff like that.
Oy.
And like about 10 vials of some kind of weird darkish blue, maybe dark green blue. You're not sure.
Wait, there are 4 vials of this stuff?
10.
10?
There's a bunch of it.
Okay, I will detect magic on the vial, the potions.
They are non-magical, I think.
So then they must be chemical in nature solely. I suppose I'll store them away. Don't know what they do. But I'd rather find someone more experienced with this than just chug one down. You never know what will happen. And what does the ledger say?
Okay, so this ledger is actually really familiar to you.
Uh-oh.
It is very similar to a ledger you found
Uh-oh.
Is it-
while back.
Is it the one about the trafficking?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have found another ledger. This seems to be the opposite side, the people that were paying out. And you notice that
Yeah.
there might be some extra like bits here and there that weren't just going through that initial guy. And
And what were
looks
they
like
requesting for in particular?
people.
Okay. They wanted people.
Yep.
I wonder if this is for their rituals, so to speak. Their sacrifices.
This is no tie to the Reclaimers, correct?
No. The Reclaimers said that it was the populace that was sacrificing to their, like, god.
Okay, this is different.
Yeah,
crime.
the first ledger that I found actually involved the undead innkeeper, way back in the
Right,
initial...
I remember that, jackass.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's
I gotta
interesting.
remember to take down notes.
So I wonder, I mean, considering all these chains, I wonder if this is where they kept their quote-unquote purchases before delivering them, perhaps through this underground chamber? We won't know until we open the door.
Oh, God. I'm about to lose my faith in,
Knocking.
yeah, humanity?
Sure.
I don't know.
Knocking.
There's that.
Nothing can shake my steadfast faith in knocking.
So,
Nothing!
The other thing that Shell finds while searching, or Alarin finds while searching the room, is the door's booby-trapped as well.
Uh-huh.
It
With
is.
with what kind of mechanism?
There's actually you're not really well versed in traps, but there's a pressure plate below the door itself.
Okay.
So if you were to stand on the threshold without pressing the trigger, it would trigger something, and it looks like part of the ceiling might be rigged to move.
Stand back. Don't approach this
Okay.
particular door. There's actually a plate underneath it that will likely release spikes or some other kind of damage-inflicting device above it.
I poke ceiling.
How hard and with what?
With hand and not very.
Okay. Give me a high or a low.
You might
Damn
just,
it!
he might have
Whoa.
something slammed down on you if you're not.
Okay. So you poke your hand up into the ceiling, and it almost immediately creaks down. And both of you need to make a reflex save.
Ah! Come on, dexterity.
I'm on dexterity.
Okay, so both of you dive backwards as a small waterfall of acid
Oh!
Acid!
falls
Oh,
down and
jeez.
burns through the trigger mechanism below,
Oh!
which then causes more acid to fall, and now you've got just like a hole in the floor.
I am so relaxed.
Is the door still standing there, though?
Yeah, the door is actually pretty sturdy looking, though at this point you could actually crawl under it because it was some pretty hefty acid.
Skitter!
Yeah,
I disarm trap.
I'm impressed.
High five!
Yeah. Roll the high five.
Little one. Little high five.
Roll the high five. We need high five checks.
Is this strength or
No,
what?
no, just roll a die 20. Skitter natural ones. He misses. He
Oh.
kind of cops a feel.
What?
He's touching your ass. He failed real bad at the high five. He
Skitter?
awkwardly draws his hand back and
Skitter, do you know what the shit list is?
he is roll a perception check because he is gone.
This is how do you say dramatic tension or sexual tension?
He has disappeared from all sight.
Wait, Skitter! No,
Here, I'll leave him in place, but I'll put the ninja symbol on to signify. Can't see him. He's not there. He is hiding real well.
You just sit and think about what you did. I go back to the door. I guess I can crawl under door? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah.
What do I do with it?
dress?
So there's enough for Greg to scoot under the door. It looks like there is kind of normal passageway, but that acid was some shit. Looks like it kind of evaporates quick though. It like cut through everything and then poof.
Drez! My bestie!
Dude,
What are... Okay.
start awake. I was having such a great dream. Greg was disabling traps with his face.
Good news! I say. I disabled web, but not with face.
You
Shut
can't
up.
just bring back confusing
Shut up.
pre-stream jokes.
Shut
You son
up,
of a bitch.
shut up. Alright, I'm gonna go back inside now. You're coming or what?
We found a passage.
Oh.
Look, see, there was acid, but not anymore. I am new Skitter. I go into tunnel.
Okay.
I am new, Skinner. Oh, man.
Give me a second. Don't move your characters. I have to copy and paste you
Oh, okay.
into the
No
next map.
problemos.
Makes it a lot easier to get around. Okay. So you guys are... Where are you? You're here. Okay, so you go into a tunnel, and it quickly devolves from, like, well-cut stone to actually pretty rough, almost natural caves. And let me drag you
Almost
guys
natural?
over. I mean, it looks like people kind of hand
Oh,
cut
They
what was
scraped it
already
out a
there.
little bit more.
Yeah, it looks more like a mine than
yeah, they put in support beams, that type of stuff. There is absolutely nothing visible on map.
working on it.
Darkness.
Okay.
Since they're not squares, it's a little bit harder for me to
Excuse
reveal.
me. Yes.
Okay. So you guys are in a small, damp cavern of a sort. And you guys can see just kind of into a small area. Right. Okay, so it doesn't look like my my magical light tool is working right now. Okay, whatever. I'll just do the regular stuff. All right. So
It's a kidney.
technically, this is actually after walking for quite some distance. You guys have been traveling for a decent while, and then you eventually kind of open up into this area. And there's, like, water pooled on the ground. It looks like maybe the floods have come through.
And how are we able to see?
You can't. Everybody else... Actually, Greg and Skitter can, I believe. So,
I can see.
I think you have
Do
dark
I have
vision.
dark vision?
Well, time to conjure fire.
Yeah, I'm assuming
Thank you,
you guys
Drex.
aren't stupid enough to just be stumbling around in the dark.
I think in an older edition, Tritons may have had dark vision, which would make sense if they live
Yeah,
underwater.
I have
but
I have some questions, but
in this version, yeah. Unless they only live in.
It
tropical
looks like Bugs Bears.
Wait, did you just talk in character in third person about yourself?
It looks like bugbears, at least according to Monster Manual. They have dark vision 60 feet.
Okay.
Or in Russia, it would be 16 hectare.
Well, I have a vision radius of 10 feet. So I'm set. I can walk into the middle of that room and
Oh,
have no
hey,
idea where I
can speak
am.
Goblin.
yeah.
Hey,
Technically bugbears are just big goblins, sort of.
Oh. Hey, Skitter.
Think I'm gonna feel
He's
Maybe
still
later.
hiding, but he does respond. Oh.
I'm going to enter a room that looks like Pancreas.
Okay. So you enter the pancreas. Oh, interesting. Okay. Did everything get dark on you?
Yes.
I think so.
Give me a second.
What have you done?
We
I
turned out the
figured out I
lights.
think how dynamic lighting works.
You
I'm
keep saying you don't want to test this.
You paid for it, let the man
And
figure
then
it
you go
out.
back into it again.
Nope, I'm gonna just turn it off. It turns out that you have to, like, tick it on. I was like, oh, I'll just tick it on and it'll solve the problem. And then everything got dark on you guys. And I'm like, okay, not doing this. Okay, can you see again?
Yes.
I can see Pancreas.
Cool. Okay, so you're in the pancreas. I'll just reveal kind of squares here. Probably make it faster.
For some reason,
Okay.
I'm getting flashbacks to the original Xenoblade because wouldn't they just refer to locations as, look, we're in the lungs?
Yes.
Or
yes.
we're
That
on the
is-
Probably.
shoulder.
That is
Was
actually
that like a
Xenoblade
Magic School Bus fan game?
thing.
No, they were just, they lived on massive
Two giant mechs.
Titan
It was great.
mechs.
It was probably the coolest
Huh.
world I've ever seen in a JRPG. Anyway, so you guys are in
Take
this.
that, every Souls game.
You guys are in this small room. Souls games have great settings, but they're not interesting. They're just well handled.
They aren't colorful.
No. Okay.
Nah.
So you guys are in the pancreas. You have a couple of different tunnels that you can go down. You've got 2. And it's dark, so you can't actually see that far down them.
I can't even see the tunnels from here.
Can I?
Greg has to be our guide, or preferably Skitter.
Yeah, I guess I could see them.
I mean...
Well, we could split up, gang. Or we could stick together. What you think?
Actually,
Splitting up has never been a good idea.
can Drez use his knowledge of nature to figure out precisely which passage might have drafts of air or lead to an exit?
I mean, we said it was a man-made cave, didn't we? So it wouldn't be a natural cave direction,
can
and we
still
also...
feel-
It was built out of natural
But
cave.
feeling air is
There
not
you
a knowledge nature.
Oh.
That'd be a perception.
Okay.
I'd say knowledge, nature, and a natural, semi-natural would be okay. I don't know if knowledge dungeoneering's still a thing, but that would cover, like, when you're in dungeons.
Is this a dungeon?
I can see that far.
Yeah, it's dark. This is why I want to get the dynamic lighting going, so we can actually have, like, a proper
Oh,
ambience.
no.
Oh, well, they're dead.
Hooray!
Why was I able to delete Greg?
Oh.
What has happened?
Yeah, I was immune. That was actually rather cool.
Give me a second.
What
Map's
did you do,
going away.
Wander?
Oh no.
Did you combine my light square with something?
No,
What happened?
I didn't do that. I did put the map on the objects layer, though, which is bad. Okay, I can get...
So it was dragging around?
Yeah, so I was, like, trying to drag
Oh,
you guys
no.
around, and it's like, oh, that's the map. Okay, never mind. Anyway, so you guys are in the dark. So Greg, you can see about, what, maybe 5 squares ahead of you, and Lauren, you can't see anything. Unless
if
you're...
I'm sticking next to
Yeah, if you're next to
Drez.
Drez, you can see. But Skitter and Greg are the only 2 dark vision-y people in the group. So,
Alright, this tunnel here is a little bit wider, so it's probably safer to take this one.
Actually,
What I mean by over here is there's tunnel on south side of Pancreas. What I mean is come over here and I'll lead the way.
We were stacked.
I'm just trying to see if there are any footprints on the ground.
okay, so you're investigating. So there are footprints. They're going in both directions. Most of the footprints actually seem to be going the other direction.
As in the direction that we came from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of. So it looks like more heavy traffic has gone from where Greg currently is up to the other one. So it looks like almost the traffic goes between those 2 tunnels, and the one you guys just came out of is something completely different. Might not have as much foot traffic for whatever reason.
Okay.
I don't think it really matters so much which direction has more foot traffic.
It can't be that dangerous. There's a bugbear in the way.
I mean, the northern passage might lead us back to the fortress, but either way might work.
I vote we go south because this tunnel is wider, and therefore, if we run into Issel, we'll be able to get
To flee.
to we'll be able
Okay.
to fight. No, sort of. Yeah.
So-
Anyway,
As you progress, I'm just gonna kind of move you in the sensible order. So you get to about here. When stumbling out of the darkness around the corner to your left comes kind of a familiar thing, but kind of not. So it looks very similar to the guys that were attacking you in the very beginning of the game. But they look
yes.
creepier. Like,
Oh
a
no, we
lot
didn't set them on
creepier.
fire when they went down the first time, so they came back as redheads.
Alright.
He recolored
Okay.
the eyes.
And it's got a pickaxe in its hand, and it just swipes at you. And it kind of like stumbles over and it's just like, ah, and misses completely. Anyway, roll for initiative.
All
Yeah.
right.
Rolling, roll for
I can't see him from here.
Yeah.
Oh well.
You
Darkness is hard.
can see the guy just barely.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Those are numbers.
I mean, as far as it goes, initiative is okay to get low.
Okay,
on.
it's fine. They
Hey.
rolled a natural 1, so you guys got your turn.
You can
You rolled a
actually
number that even Greg can count to.
Okay, so Lauren, it's your
look.
turn.
You can create a
Oh.
light sphere.
Oh,
Do
Well-
that, Drez.
how did you do?
I went to the settings, and you can do an aura
Oh,
with
Nope.
different colors. And you just
Oh, yeah.
apply how many feet it works.
that's cool.
Ah!
What did you
I
do?
turned it to 0, and now I just have a square around me, a circle around me. Sorry.
I don't see this happening.
It's under the options.
I'll
edit
do
token.
it. I'll do it for Drez. It's. Oh, it's 2. Oh, that's feet.
Yes.
There you go. So that's as far as Drez can see, give or take. It was a 10-foot radius, right?
Now, the interesting thing is
Yeah.
I actually
Yeah,
can't
okay.
see Drez's.
Oh, okay. So
Yes, that's what I was saying. Only
yeah,
Wanderbots.
so you're right. I was misjudging. So you guys can't
Yeah.
actually see. You see, Greg kind of like shift and turn away from something, and you hear like kind of weird creaking, groaning noise, and that's about it.
So they can't see my circle?
no, I cannot see circle.
Yeah, I can't see the
Oh.
circle either.
Ah.
Interesting.
That's what I was saying.
Can
is I
you
can't
see your circle?
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, I can see it.
If I do,
Greg can
all-
see 60
if I
feet,
do
though,
all
regardless.
players, can you see?
I can
it?
see
Yes.
that now.
Okay. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
fair warning, you can move Drez around, but now you can also see. Oh,
So
here we
much
go.
power.
I fixed it. I fixed it. Okay.
We're learning things today.
Yeah, there's some cool mechanics in
Yeah,
here.
so now
Okay,
you can
so I've
actually
taken away
think-
control, but now you can see it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
So
it
you
is
got-
alarm turn.
Yes, it is Alarn's turn. You can't see anything. Greg is being attacked.
Really encouraging.
Okay.
We're having our Blair Witch Project moments here.
I suppose since my rapier can extend and it is filled with holy water, I'm going to, shoot it forward in the direction that I believe his nemesis was.
Wait,
standing.
your rapier? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna have to roll 1 die 20 first,
Okay.
and then roll your 2 hit. Okay? And then roll again?
Okay. And then the weapons.
Yes.
Okay.
And roll 2 attacks, because, okay, so you do hit, and you do 8 damage to him. So, your rapier would have refilled by this point, seeing as you were in the water.
How did I get 23 and 25?
It's convenient. There's so much water everywhere.
Yeah, well, flooded city. Works. You rolled a 17 and a 19 to hit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so there is a definitive, thunk as it hits something in the darkness.
Okay.
And Greg's turn. Isn't it? No, it's Skitter's turn. He's in the back, he can't do shit.
Yeah, we're sort of blocking the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Options are limited right
He's
now.
not gonna fling daggers past multiple people. That is bad move.
I forget. Can I take 5-foot step as for the action? I don't
No,
remember.
that's a 3.5
Okay.
thing. That would be a disengage action. Which would be a
Okay.
move. Action, I think now. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah. So if I took a move action just to go 1 tile south, and then
As
attack,
long
would
as
that
you're
be
not breaking
disengage?
away from him, you could
I'm
Yeah,
just I'm just strafing.
yeah, you can do that without provoking an attack of opportunity, because the implication
That's
is
what I
you're
was
still
getting
facing
at.
them and your guard's
Yeah.
up.
Yes. Oh.
That's a number.
Okay, so you clobber him. There's definitively loud crunching as you bite into him. He's not down though.
Is that what it sounds like?
These guys look, there's actually kind of everybody can see this. There's kind of a sparking. Maybe not a sparking, there's kind of weird purple pink glowy lines as you cut into them. They look kind of like worms. And they
Ugh.
wiggle away. Yeah. It looks pretty freaky. And that's your turn. Okay, now it is
Yes.
Drez.
I am also pretty trapped at this point.
Can he
I
like
think.
skirt around me on the right?
You can probably squeeze behind her, yes. It looks
Do
like there's
you
enough
think I
room.
can do this, DM?
Yeah, you could reasonably do that. If it's an opponent, that would be a no good. But as Alarin, you could probably just kind of shove her.
Jump scared, shillelagh. Ah! Oh.
Okay, so you fling your shillelagh off, and there's kind of a splash.
How have I had 2 critical fails with that already? What's wrong with Roll20? I'm concerned now.
So wait, was this your broken stick, or what were you using as your shillelagh this time around?
I got a club from the
Oh, right.
armory.
Well, your club is splashed down some distance behind this one.
It's right up there with the
Pew.
damn water rapier. What the fuck? Nothing works. Nothing works.
Oh, okay, so here's how disengage works. If you take a disengage action, so instead of an attack, your movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity for the rest of the turn. So,
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
yeah, so you can just be like, I'm going to disengage and
You
then
can
sprint through a bunch
disengage
of
and
dudes.
then turn and flee.
Yeah,
I see.
it works.
Yes.
Okay.
This is where we find out that Wanderer activated some like Fallout style feat that significantly increases the chances of both critical fails and hits.
Okay, so it
I love that
is...
feat.
I guess it's their turn. Okay, so the guy in front and the guy next to him are going to move in, and you see another one kind of move in from the darkness. And there's definitive splashing, so you can kind of hear him coming. And they're going to take swings at you. Do you guys prefer it if I do GM rolls so you can see what they rolled, or should I almost keep it mysterious?
I would prefer keep it mysterious
I
personally.
thought
Okay.
GM rolls were secret.
Well, no. Like, for enemy attacks, do you want me to, like, roll these things, or would you prefer to kind of almost not know?
Well, I
I
mean,
prefer to not know personally.
Okay, let's go with that.
Okay.
I mean, the audience will know, but this way you guys get kind of surprised. Okay, so you
Yes.
actually get, pickaxe twice.
Okay.
Okay, so you take... hold on. I'm going to re-roll that last one. I think it was too close. Okay, you take 13 damage as
It
pickaxe
did the
just,
roll
like...
20 thing where
Yeah.
you roll too fast and then...
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and it is, it's Alarin's turn again.
All right. I will step forward and I will attack once again with my rapier. Since I believe holy water should do more damage to undead, hopefully.
Yes. Okay, so roll an extra die 4.
An extra die 4?
Yep.
Okay.
I believe that's how it works.
Ahem. It was only a 1.
Okay, holy water 5e does... Oh. It's a die 6.
A die 6?
Yep.
Okay. That's better. It was a 3.
Technically, a flask of holy water does 2 die 6 radiant damage. But that would be maybe a little bit strong.
That's in sword form, so I get the sword damage
Yes.
plus a little bit more
Yes.
for holy.
Yes. You
So-
effectively have like a holy weapon for a short period of time. Let's say about 3 attacks before you empty the flask, or you could just chuck the flask. Okay. So anyway, you do 10 damage. Okay, so you finish off the guy in front.
Okay.
And as he kind of crumples into a pile of skin, bones, and mangled flesh, you can just kind of see worms like
Hey.
scrabble out of him and like disappear into the ground.
Oh.
And they're like bright and glowy and stuff. And then it is Skitter's turn.
It's like the strain.
Who's going to stand behind you and say like, you guys can do it. I'm not going to throw daggers past you because I'm not a jerk. Actually, I'm going to because it'll probably be okay. I don't know how
You better not fail.
I don't know how ranged combat works.
Ilarin suffers a mortal wound.
Okay. Okay, so he hits the one directly across with the dagger. Anyway, it is now Greg's turn.
Alright, I'm going to use my entire pool of lay on hands. I can do that, right?
Yeah. You can have
Okay.
a quick
That will
little lay on
be-
hands.
Okay, so that'll put me at 22.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Drez! It's your
That was
turn.
222. There's too many, too.
You suddenly feel really hale and hearty. You have cheated for extra health points. Good luck. The DM noticed.
I am going to try to throw fire at the one thing I can see, and it's kind of
You
awkward.
can see like
'cause I don't-
the edge of the other guy. He's there.
Yeah. It's kind of awkward because then I won't have a light source.
Yeah.
We'll
Okay.
see how
So
it
for the
goes.
next, okay. Yeah, you get him. So, wait, no, these guys were in the water. So yeah, you do hit him, but then you're plunged into darkness. Alarm, that means you too. You can't
Yep.
see anything. Okay.
Suppose you can turn off the aura, or I don't know.
That's a lot of work for one turn,
Okay. So
Oh, you're just gonna make it again?
probably.
So Greg and Alarin, I guess Greg, you see the one guy kind of shift over and take a swing at you. Alarin, you can't see shit, but you do hear something go whooshing past.
Ah!
Okay, and it is Alarin's turn.
All right. I will actually cast Fairy Fire, so that objects within a 20-foot cube are outlined in blue, green, or violet light.
Okay.
Any creature in the area is also outlined in light.
So wait, objects?
Well, and creatures. It's just supposed
Huh.
to be so that like you can cast it
Okay.
over an area, and things that are invisible or out of sight come into being.
Okay, so
into sight.
you see a couple of things. So first off, you can see the dudes, and you can
They
get
have
a
to have a
reasonable.
dexterity throw though. Like
Oh.
if they fail it, then they get lit up.
All right. They both fail. They're lit up. You've also lit up Keith Shillelagh, which is kind of like over here.
And they shed a 10-foot radius of light as well.
Yeah, so-
they're lit. We can see again.
Yep. So you guys,
I could always see.
I could give them light auras, but but yeah. So there's
You
like a
merely
little.
adopted the dark.
And we get advantage against them. Woohoo!
Yes. So it is Skitter's turn, who's going to huck daggers. Actually, hold on. I want to look this up. Sneak attack. I think just giving him advantage. Yeah. To one creature you hit with an attack if you have advantage on the attack roll. Ooh. So
Yeah.
he could just sneak attack fairy fire dudes. That makes sense.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
Combo.
Okay.
Just gargantuan damage at that point.
Yes.
Okay, so he drops.
At what point does Skitter just become the main character?
He is
Skitter
the
is
main-
by far the most powerful character.
Yeah. One of my fans had said a while back that Greg is the best item you guys have obtained so far in the
Not
campaign.
Greg.
Yeah,
Greg,
Skitter.
Skitter's the
Yeah.
best item you found, and he's
He's
not wrong. Okay. Anyway, Greg, it is your turn. There's one left.
As far
Alright,
as you
I'm
know.
going to do what Greg do best, which is smack'ems.
Yep.
I also have advantage, so I don't know what that changed.
You could roll another one, but
If it's
don't
better,
bother.
then-
You hit.
Eh.
These things are beefy, but they're not dexterous.
Okay.
So yeah, you cleave a hole out of him, but he's still going. Drez, you can see. What is your move? It's your move.
And my shillelagh is gone again. Which way did it go?
You can see it.
Did I?
It's glowing.
Here's that
You
thing
can
on
blow
the
on your shillelagh. as much as you
down
want.
down the right tunnel. It's the thing kind of lying on the edge of the water.
Oh right, it'll be glowing for a minute. Mine.
Yeah, so you have a glowing shillelagh.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's it. It's
I
mine
don't know
again.
how that goes. I've done my critical miss.
Okay. So you just grab your shillelagh.
Don't say it that way.
I mean, Greg just laid hands on himself, so at this point, this is just something we have to accept. Okay, so I guess it's the guy's turn. He is
like
going
how
to...
Greg accepted Skitter's butt grab.
I did not accept that.
Okay. Nah, he misses you. Okay, Alarn, your turn.
All right. Now that I can see my opponent, I rush forward and strike once more with my holy infused rapier. Boop.
Yep. You stab him. You notice as your rapier stabs into him, the worms that it specifically hit kind of crumble.
Uh-huh. Necrotic worms.
Okay. And it is Skitter's turn, who can actually reach it now, so he's gonna come around and stab him. It dies. There's no way it can survive a sneak attack crit. Not with 12 hit points.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, before the worms go into the ground, can I try catching one inside the empty holy water vial?
Make a dex check.
Oh no.
Okay.
It's gonna slither under your skin like in the strain.
You managed to like capture it. How are you capturing it? I wanna see this.
Okay. So I see a worm as it squirms,
With her mouth.
and I place the opening of the vial right in front of it, sort of scoop it up and quickly like clamp down the plug
Okay.
behind it.
So with that dex save, it's enough. You managed to grab one. So you now have like a little purpley glowworm in a vial.
All right. Maybe Vivi will know what this is if we ever find her again.
I'm gonna delete Keith's shillelagh from existence. There we go.
Wait, the zombies are... Don't delete my shillelagh. The zombies are full of glowworms?
Well, the interesting thing about
Apparently.
these worms,
Are they raver zombies? Do they glow in the dark?
I mean, these things might actually be what's behind the reanimation. It seems as though when they perish, they go elsewhere, and the holy water did incinerate them. Well, make them crumble apart.
I'm assuming you're bringing your light back up, Keith. Because as the zombie dies, it's dark again.
Yeah.
But with the power of my shillelagh.
Oh, yeah, I guess your shillelagh is glowing for a minute or two.
Yes, I conjure flame again.
You now have a flaming shillelagh and a flaming fist.
So many questions.
The flaming fist.
So what's this color change I'm looking at?
Oh, that's water. That's
Oh.
yeah, if it's kind of vaguely bluish,
okay.
though I guess it's kind of hard to see. But yeah, that's
Is it
you're,
deep?
You're at the edge of water. You're not sure. It looks pretty shallow for the part you're in, at least.
All right, well, there's 2 paths before us, and now we know that there are undead here as well.
Well, sounds like we got to smash a lot of undead.
Now, was there anything
Let's go.
on the remains, aside from the vacating worms?
So these guys look to be maybe miners. At least they look to have been mining. It's kind of hard to tell. They've got kind of rusted, muddy equipment. If you want to clear them off, you can get some more information if you want. But they are. It's
Let's see if
kinda
we can
hard to
get
tell.
any information about the worms.
Okay.
Animal, yeah. Maybe even the book.
All right.
No?
So with that tableau of rules, for starters, the
It
worms
just
are
rolled
not
over
animals.
All the relevant ones.
They're not natural, and they're not alive, per se. They're definitely magical. However, with that arcana, you have no idea what they are.
Hooray!
They kind of freak you
What
out.
about religious worms?
Okay. No.
Are they Lovecraft worms?
I mean, I don't...
Nah.
What if I persuade the worm? Oh no, these rolls are getting worse.
The worm does not seem swayed by your... by your not
Tell
so
me your
super tongue.
What if I
secrets, worm.
intimidate the worm?
Okay. It doesn't seem receptive to intimidation.
I'm gonna
right.
stick it.
What if I deceive the worm?
I'm gonna stick it in my bag of
Stop it.
holding. Okay, guys, that's enough.
I love the skill list.
I walk down this tunnel, but I also don't really see Skitter, so I walk like through him.
It's okay.
Oh, you mean on him?
Accidentally
Yes.
grabbing his butt.
No.
We need to ratchet up the tension.
You can see him. He was very
The
obviously
viewers aren't
fighting.
going to watch without a will, they won't they?
Okay. So you continue down this tunnel, and
Skitter's Ross and you're Rachel.
I guess for the last one, for the last tunnel and then this one, it terminates in water. You're going to have to be submerged to continue.
Alright. So, here's the 401 and 11. We have to swim through this water if we were to find out more secrets of this cave, or we go north. Since you are a fish, would you like to swim ahead and let us
That was
know?
the worst sound.
I think Ladybird's prepping the whip for later.
Oh no.
That was me dropping thing on floor.
Oh,
Oh.
that's less exciting.
How's the water here?
It's cold
Ugh.
and murky.
Well, actually, I have resistance to cold.
Okay, it's still cold, but it's less cold for you. You care less.
That's because Tritons belong in the abyssal realms.
No, you don't belong here.
Not
in a
here,
flooded
though.
out mine shaft. It's also dark. The moment you get in the water, you can't see anything.
I can't exactly summon flames underwater.
No, that's true. Yeah, and I can't make anything
Oh,
glow.
well. Going north.
Okay. I really should have chosen light
Really
As my
can't do anything
cantrip.
underwater because I can't
rather
see
than
anything.
prestidigitation.
I go first, for this is small tunnel and I am Beefcake.
Okay. So,
Alright, back to being
Beefcake.
impassable. Literally all we can see is Greg, but accentuated by flame light.
okay, so you just drag yourself. Skitter's actually going to be in second this time. He doesn't like not being able to attack.
Staying close to that accentuated Greg butt.
Oh, there's butt touching.
No!
There's not. Skitter's not trying to touch your ass. But I will fuel the
That's
fires
good.
of fanfiction.
But it's
anyway.
unavoidable.
It's true. It is a large ass. It's the easiest target to hit of the entire party.
This room is like 70% Greg ass.
Yeah. Pretty much by sheer mass.
Mass.
I'm revealing as you go. So so you're just kind of walking down normally?
Yes.
Okay, so you get here and you see a pile of like rocks and stuff. The pile of
Ooh.
rocks does not see you immediately, but there are kind of feet and like arms sticking out of it. It looks like the ceiling may have caved in a little bit. Also, make perception checks just in general.
Did you just say the phrase, the pile of rocks does not see you immediately?
Well, I mean,
Yes, it did.
That was
They
a
look like
strange
rocks.
sentence.
okay. All of you make perception
I don't
checks.
see shit.
Okay, Lauren, you hear the sounds of dripping water on the other side of the wall from you.
Oh. Oh no. There's probably water beyond that. This is a plug.
You cannot, no, it's to your right.
Oh.
To the north, effectively. Coming from here. Okay, anyway, so you, Greg and Skitter, at the very least, you two can see the zombies sticking out of the cave-in. What do you do?
I guess I go up and start hacking away at exposed limbs.
Okay. Skitter's going to join in this. So you get one free attack with advantage before it becomes initiative time. You
okay.
Drez and Alarn, you have no idea what's going on. Well, you
Greg's a fantastic communicator.
he is. Okay, between you and Skitter, you managed to just ace this guy before he even, like, manages to move. The other one immediately starts, like, shifting. Actually, you know what? No, that was probably, stealthy enough. You've, roll for initiative. You have advantage.
The quiet sound of a great sword thudding into a pile of rocks.
Well, I mean, the other...
Oh no!
The other guy is literally, like, buried underneath a pile of mud. His knowledge of, like, what's going on is severely hampered by sediment.
Interesting initiative roll you got there, Greg.
Just make sure you don't fall on it.
So, Greg,
and let
you
it bite
you do not have advantage. In fact, this one heard you somehow. So roll everybody else roll initiatives.
All right.
Skitter is getting nothing but 20s today. Okay.
He must be stopped. He's too powerful.
So Skitter is going to stab him. I really should get like a macro for this. So Skitter kind of like goes like this. It was kind of like knee deep in the pile and stabbing the dude. Anyway,
The macros are so convenient.
Drez, it is your turn. You hear the sound of combat just beyond the light radius. Or more per se, you hear the sound of daggers and great swords on rotten flesh. It's a distinctive noise that you've grown used to.
So if I progress forward, what am I seeing?
You can see another one of these like weird kind of zombie dudes.
I can see past Greg, the
Kinda?
mountain of fur.
I mean,
in the hallway.
it's hard. Mostly it's just that ass. That ass takes up most of the corridor, but you can see like a little bit of limb.
There's ass on the left and ass on the right.
Yeah.
And I'm left in the darkness.
Yep.
With the dripping.
Why is there a weird thing above Shell's head?
It's the dripping water.
Yeah, she can hear dripping water from that direction.
Oh. Okay. Well, I think my turn's over because I don't think I can get around.
You can do anything. You still have an action. You can do whatever you want, but
I'm not gonna throw fire past this mound of flammable materials.
Okay. Oh, ranged attacks are the same as normal attacks. They just have a disadvantage if someone's within 5 feet of the attacker who's hostile. Interesting. I still don't know how shooting past allies works, though. Okay, so you give up your turn. Alarin, your turn.
Alright, I decided to see what's going on.
There's combat, you can see it. I mean, you can see it even when you're in the darkness.
Oh, okay.
Because
he lit it up.
Yeah, you can still see into the light. You yourself were just shrouded in darkness.
Okay, because I can't quite squeak by them, I'm going to look at the water. Wait, why am I using insight? Investigation. Oh, that's not nearly as good.
I'll take your insight roll.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'll take the roll. What's the bonus? It's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. What? Oh. Okay.
Well, insight's how, like, you
You have a
interpret
+6 to
something,
both
whereas investigation is finding something. I already found it, so I'm just supposed to interpret it?
So, you kinda... The wall... ignoring the sounds of combat to your left, you focus on the water, and you're kind of, like, tapping on the wall, and it sounds like there's a passage on the other side. That there's, like, a chamber over there. Also, according to chat, Keith, allies don't block line of sight. I'm not entirely sure if I believe that.
I don't think
We're gonna rules lawyer. Alarin and Skitter
I'm
don't.
gonna role play what I want to do.
Greg very much does. Cause
I'm the one that's in this universe. You don't know my life.
Well, also Greg is like monstrously large. You're like a 50-50.
Backseat lifers.
Okay. Anyway, so Alarin, there's a passage on the other side that there's no clear indication about how you're supposed to get there. At least from not where you're standing in pitch blackness. Mostly you're just like tapping on the wall and listening really hard. Anyway.
Well, part of me wonders if there's like endless water or if it's just a set amount.
It's very much like kind of a slow drip. Like the sound from the ceiling into a puddle below. And like tapping on the wall, you can kind of hear.
Well, I still have the pickaxe from when I went to the mines down below.
Yeah, you do. Well, okay.
All right.
Let's resolve combat. I'm just going to assume you start mining.
Dig, 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 diggity, dig. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys hear Lauren instantly transform into a minor 49er, ignoring all danger to life and liberty. And you hear the sounds of walls.
So she's mining through a wall she can't see.
Yeah. She just puts that pickaxe to work and just
OSHA does not approve.
Straight through a wall. That's her turn. Okay. Greg, it's your turn.
Yeah, that only took like 6 seconds.
It was pretty impressive. It was a mighty heave.
I will show her mighty heave. Oh.
Well, you get to re-roll your dice. Wow, you rolled 2 ones on that. Wow. That's a reversal of sorts. Okay. So you managed to kill the undead. Okay, so
I barrel through Driz to go over to Lauren.
Hey guys, look what I found.
What the hell is this?
Didn't you guys hear the dripping?
No.
I noticed a scent of burning fur.
The best part is Lauren is like gesturing with her pickaxe vaguely in a direction that is not where she just hit. She can't see anything. She doesn't know what she's done. You do, because you can see. She can't.
She's like, I hear water of some kind. I better just start attacking walls.
Hey, when you come from a profession where sound is just an intrinsic part of it, you take heed.
And destroy things? Okay. Skitter's going through.
So next time I hear a performance at a tavern, I should just start swinging in that direction.
It's called a tavern brawl. I think it's a thing. Oh, there's some unintentional butt touching going on.
No.
Yeah.
Skitter was right where you dragged yourself. More butt touching. It persists. So
Grave of man, the buttoning.
Skitter kind of like skitters off.
Wait, guys.
And you follow.
What was
Lauren, you're plunged in
Follow.
darkness as the party leaves you behind.
Wait for me.
Okay, so you guys actually find something interesting. There's a dais. So this chamber looks half
And apparently Mjolnir.
half buried and stuff like that. Like, you know, this actually used to be part of a structure that the stonework is decidedly older than anything you've seen so far in the city.
Whoa.
But there's a dais, pedestal, whatever, kind of a dais leading up to a pedestal with just kind of a hammer sitting on top of it. It's like a hand mallet.
It's just a hand mallet?
I mean,
I thought it was a mighty, like,
it
massive
almost looks
hammer.
like a war hammer. It's got the big head, but it doesn't have the haft. This looks like something that you could.
It is Mjolnir.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely shaped like Mjolnir, but Mjolnir is not a really viable weapon. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, but it's magic.
It's
like most of D&D.
Well, that is true.
Can I detect magic on it?
It is very magic.
This is no ordinary hammer.
What is it?
I mean, it's magical in nature, and obviously these walls are ancient, and it sits atop a pedestal.
And it has a soft J.
Yoink.
Okay, so
That's how you say it, yes.
the hammer is heavy. Like, it is not weighted. It is meant to be, like, brought down on things, but, like, maneuvering it in combat is going to be inconvenient. You could probably learn how to do it, but it would take some effort. But it looks like
Skitter.
What?
Skitter does not know what to do with this thing, but he takes it anyway.
So did he hand Mjolnir to Skitter?
Yep. Skitter now has Mjolnir.
Welp.
Okay.
Welp. Did we learn anything about that before moving on?
I mean, was there anything on it? Hey, Skitter, can I inspect to see if there's any runes or...
Okay. So the hammer is crude. It's actually not even metal. It's a block of stone with 2 metal bands around it and a wooden haft sticking out. It looks well worn, like it's been used quite a lot. And there are pictographs, though they've been worn away over the years, and they look. You can see like maybe an anvil, and that's about it. It looks like it might have actually been kind of fancy back in the day before, somebody sealed it in a cave and then left it behind.
I'm gonna take a look at the platform.
Okay, so the platform is kind of much the same. It's been worn away, it's cracked in many places, and it's more rubble than platform. But despite, all that, it's held together. It also looks like there might have been pictographs. That investigation's enough. So this hammer, the hammer specifically has a depiction of probably a dwarf, maybe. He looks different. You're not quite sure if you can place it, but he is hitting houses and stuff like that with the hammer, and yeah.
As in a depiction of him destroying them?
You're not sure.
Did you say houses?
Yeah, it's like hitting a house. It's hitting like a tower. It's hitting a wall, a door.
So either he crashes...
This hammer's called the Big Bad Wolf.
Either he smashes these down or he's crafting them.
You do also notice Skitter is not having trouble holding the thing up.
But Greg was?
Yeah.
Really? Maybe it's only meant to be held by, sorry, Skitter, small folk.
I don't think it's really sized for me, but okay, we'll go with that.
Or it's just racist against bugbears.
It's like the size of his head.
Wait, aren't they both goblins?
I pick up hammer.
It is heavy.
Wait, they're both goblin.
Okay.
They're both goblin variants.
It is quite heavy. Skitter looks kind of disappointed.
I give it the Dwez.
It is very heavy.
Let me see it.
It is very heavy.
All right, let me hold it.
It is for things that enjoy digging, like Skitter.
It is crazy heavy.
Okay, here's Skitter.
Yay.
I see it was made specifically for you.
Almost as if you're controlled by men who make universe.
So Skitter is going to cast Identify on it. Well, I can't get much, but it's for dwarves.
Hey, maybe it's because you're
I
wearing
didn't realize you were a dwarf.
It's the belt.
It's the belt.
The beard
You're
belt.
part dwarf now.
I designed this before the campaign even started. I did not intend for Skitter to... Well, Skitter didn't exist in the campaign. Apart from being a trash mob for you guys to kill.
A beard-making belt, he'd get like a super beard.
That was the original intention, yes, but he didn't... He wasn't
would be
interested.
more beard than man.
Exactly. I was waiting for that joke, and then I would give him this.
He would just be an ass with a beard.
But the ass would have a beard too.
No.
Anyway, so Skitter takes the hammer and he's going to be like, well, this is cool. Can we go now though? I don't actually like being underground.
You'll learn to like it.
That's
just
worrying.
keep it up, good boy.
All right, well, what's to the northern edge of this chamber?
So,
I can only see as far as...
yeah, so
light
it's
will go.
mostly rubble and fallen rock, but the rock has fallen so long ago that it kind of just became a natural feature.
I see.
Like,
What is to right? Just
it's the same thing. Like, it looked like this...
Okay.
Judging by the flagstone and the dais and whatever, this probably was a temple once upon a time.
Ooh.
And then just time, well, buried it.
And the humans never
Alright,
found
let's
it.
go this way. The rest will go through the wall.
Okay, so you can't see this, but it's just a dead end.
Oh.
Like, again, a corridor that once was there, probably, terminates.
How the hell did you find the temple?
By listening.
She's got long ears.
My work here is done.
Okay.
What is over?
There's a lot of rubble. Skitter just kind of blasts through it.
With the hammer?
With the hammer.
What?
Oh.
How is everyone so good at digging all of a sudden?
Well, he's a dwarf. Apparently.
Dwarf, kobold,
That's
goblin. I think.
thief.
Yeah, also that.
Drow.
Nah.
Have it, I guess, by clothing or fashion sense.
He's becoming Ichigo, where he just becomes half everything.
I am an anime character.
No.
Okay, so you guys enter into this this chamber. So Greg, you can kind of see to the water there, and there's
Skinner
another
has become bad shonen.
He's been that way for a while. Alright.
So there's to the
What is the
south.
teensy little itty bitty crick?
Okay, so there's another passage. There's quite a lot of these.
I don't even know
kind
if
of
I can fit
passages.
through cracks so small.
You can sidle sideways. It's a squeeze, but you could probably do it.
Hey.
What's Greg's shoulder span?
He's a little over 7 feet tall, if I remember right. I don't remember. Bird worked with me on this one.
Do we know how wide he is?
Pretty wide,
Because that's still like a 5-foot gap.
but if he turns, he's not fat.
I'm saying like he probably doesn't encompass from left to right 5 feet.
No.
That'd be huge.
Oh, I see. You're saying that he could reasonably fit it. It's a little awkward with the cloak and the pauldrons and whatnot. He kind of scrapes. There's sparks.
When I had my Samus shoulders for my armor cosplay, I had to go through doorways sideways. It was, yeah.
But yeah, you
Doorways aren't 5 feet wide though.
you can fit through. It's awkward, but it's fittable.
Our doors were like 3, 4.
Nobody can see past Greg though. You have no idea what's on the other
Regular
side.
doorways are like 2 or 3 feet wide or something.
Guys,
I've never really
this
measured
is
it before.
my hole. It was made for me.
Oh no! No! Don't go to that! Don't go to that! Don't!
Alright,
We don't need to
going
think
to
about that
squeeze.
here.
So
No!
at about this
No!
point,
What was the sound?
Greg
What was the
gets-
sound they make?
Greg gets stuck.
Yeah, durr, durr.
So,
Alright, I
Oh,
go
no.
backward.
no, you're stuck.
He's stuck?
Yeah.
I'm not that stupid. I wouldn't go till I get stuck.
You didn't think you were stuck. You're like, yeah, I'll just kind of push past, and then you couldn't quite wriggle.
Ah, good.
No. No.
No, you can manage to get through. It just takes some
We don't
work.
need Amigara
Yeah,
here.
that's enough.
Okay.
That's enough to wriggle through.
And I was gonna pull out the bottle of other slime to help him get through.
Yeah.
Slime up the Greg.
Oh no, we don't need him. We
Lube
don't.
up
We
the
do
Amigara
not.
vault.
We do not need Greg sweating grease. Which somehow is still a reference to the same author.
Yes.
Okay.
God, that's so gross.
Okay,
The
so
worst one?
you guys get into like a small chamber on the other side. Greg, you can see there's a door and more water.
A door?
Yep.
Oh wait, but
I
he can
see that
it.
there's door.
Where's the door?
Me. Smash.
Okay, you're smash gooding it.
Yes.
Okay, roll to smash good. Okay, you thunk into the door.
I'm so bad at this. I have smashed very few doors.
Okay, so what happens is you smash into the door. What do you do now? The door looks pretty rickety. It's even with your insufficient smash, it would not take much to be a sufficient smash to destroy it at this point.
We deem your smash insufficient.
You knock at the door.
Yes.
Oh no!
It opens.
Oh no!
There's a small
I closed-
pile up. You close the door. Roll
Yes, I
strength
closed
because
door.
it's still holding the knob.
Okay.
Roll to wrestle with door. Okay.
Damn it.
Wow, your rolls. Considering your modifier, that's amazing.
This session has been very unhappy for
Okay, you
Greg
managed to
time.
close the door though.
Oh, okay.
There's kind of
They're
like
gonna
a,
Must have rolled really big.
there's kind of like a wheezing hiss as it like angrily tries to like keep the door open. You are now holding the door shut, and it's trying to open it back up.
Can I do a quick round of Bliss
Uh,
while holding door, or is that too much to ask?
it's a little. It's your hands. Both of your hands are on that knob. Like this thing is actually putting up a fight for this doorway.
Alright, I guess I will buy you some time to cast one spell if you're not me. Otherwise, we have friend. Who is not friend, they're very bad friend. Well, go on, what are you doing?
Why don't we stand back and let them file in, and we'll get them as they come through the door.
That seems like an idea.
I'm not sure what kind of spells you think I have.
Any ranged abilities? I mean, you have Vine...
You do have that
Another
spell
thing.
that destroys people that walk on things.
Oh, the thorns.
The moonbeam.
These guys don't seem worth it.
Fair point. Just saying.
I'm going over here now.
Okay.
Just
Alarin, you are plunged into
Alright.
darkness. Greg Geknu is plunged into...
it doesn't matter if Alarin's in the darkness. She can still see.
that link.
What is it?
Why? Wait, why
What
are
is
you...
it? I'm not clicking on it. What is it?
It's the Amagara creature playing DDR. They changed it from DRR to DDR.
My regret
Which is pretty funny.
is complete.
Alright,
Alright.
let's go
So this
door
thing-
and prepare X. sword.
So this thing stumbles at you, quickly followed by its friends.
Hey, what happens when you use a hammer on it, Skitter?
Roll for initiative.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Click that
I like foot fall over.
Okay, so yeah, Greg and Skitter get Greg, Skitter, and Drez. You guys get the surprise round, seeing as you're waiting for them.
Yeah.
Or you go
waiting
first
for
automatically,
things.
no matter what they roll next.
Okay, I go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you all go first anyway, except for Lauren. Okay, re-roll that.
Does it hit?
No, you miss anyway. They're wearing armor.
Yeah.
Okay, Skitter.
Ah.
Okay, so Skitter blasts one. Okay, so he hammer smashes it and it goes. And then it is Drez's turn.
Just splattered away.
It
Well, he's gonna get a shillelagh.
it looks like the hammer might have a knockback effect.
Oh.
Anyway, you miss. Okay.
I'm so disappointed in myself.
So he is going to move back, and he's going after Skitter because Skitter just crunched him pretty hard. Let's see. 120 plus. Oh, I guess you guys get to see that he misses. Anyway, he gets in the way of his friend. I guess his friend gets to take a swing at Skitter, which also misses. Okay, it is Alarin's turn.
I regain my composure and stand upright again. Okay. Come in here, and I will...
Wait, did you fall over?
Well, because I got a natural 1 for the
Oh.
initiative, it's just like, you sort of like trip over yourself. Alright, and I'm going to stab it with my rapier. I miss. Probably.
Okay, so you completely miss. So, it is Drez's turn.
What position would count as flanking?
You guys are
this
surrounding
already
this guy. You
flanking?
were flanking it. Oh yeah, I guess Alarin, all of you guys get advantage on this guy, now that I'm thinking about it.
So do I roll again?
Yeah, so actually, Drez, you were not flanking him, now you're flanking him.
Yeah.
You and Alarin, so Alarin, you get to
I'm just
reroll.
trying not to go directly into the knockback
that
range.
wasn't much
Okay,
better.
yeah, you miss.
Let's try this again.
Okay,
Ooh,
now you
that's a
definitely hit him.
number.
Okay, so you managed to crack him in the skull and he crumples.
He gets clobbered by glow stick.
And how many worms crawl out of his body?
Glowworms go everywhere after
it's
contact
a lot.
with glow stick.
Like these things are kind of riddled with them.
Ew.
We're in a secret bunker
no interest in
rave.
us. They just sort of go back into the ground.
Oh. Yeah. They look to
We're
be
in
in
a
a
cave
hurry to
rave.
get away from you. Okay. So, Greg, your turn? I guess I'll do Skitter as well.
Alright, I guess, I can see 2 of them?
Yes.
Okay. I'll hold off on Bless. Nah, I'll cast it. So I'll give everyone Bless effect.
Is that
And just,
3 people or 4? I thought it was 3.
It's 3, so everyone... When I say everyone, I don't mean Skitter.
Okay. Okay. Well, regardless, Skitter clobbers the one in front, heedless to the fact that he is once again left out. It is
Riding the feelings.
it is his turn. He's gonna come up. They're just going for Skitter at this point. Skitter's just pelting people with hammers.
As soon as they enter the door.
okay.
Yeah.
So Skitter takes 3 damage. Well, never mind. Okay.
Enter the room.
And then the other one, I guess, is also going for Skitter. And misses completely. Okay, so it is Alarin's turn.
All right. I will stab at it again. Okay.
Alright, you do hit. And remember, you get the extra d6, because holy water. Or,
Yep.
yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. So you manage to take him out. There's kind of a right pile of sizzling holy water corpse on top of other corpse.
And do the worms disintegrate before they can crawl out?
The ones that you hit directly, yeah, but it doesn't, like, just cleanse the whole body of worms.
Okay.
Ew.
I'm just saying it how it is.
You gotta get all
Yeah,
of them
guys,
like bubble wrap.
Don't look up human parasites. There are numerous
Ah.
varieties. Like the ones that swim around your eyeballs.
Been spending most our night looking up them human
Okay,
parasites.
it is, it is Drez's turn.
Remix.
What works in the past will continue to work in the future.
Shillelagh, so are you hitting the
Yeah.
corpse, or Greg, or the
Oh,
wall?
the next one didn't move into range
No,
yet.
it's not its turn.
Oh, I apparently didn't quite pick up on that, and I was slow to react, so I apparently hit a corpse.
Okay, so you clobber the
At
corpse.
least he,
As glowworms like spray everywhere.
at least he sticks to his guns.
It does actually look like your shillelagh does disintegrate worms too.
Well,
It does do magic
You
damage.
splat some of them.
they are magical in nature, so maybe any other variety of magic, unlike their own, undoes them.
Okay, so Greg, it's your turn.
I guess I will step over the corpse. And then I will give a smick.
Okay, so you
Well, that's
you
fine.
fling your greatsword into the other room. Also, roll a. Here, no. You don't need to roll anything. Okay, and Skitter's turn. Bat. Bleh. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, you are in the pile. I was like, where'd Greg go? There's the answer. Okay, and so Skitter... This guy's not getting... taking a hit. So Skitter knocks this guy backwards. A tile. and it is Lauren's turn. No, it's not. It's this guy. So he's gonna shamble back, and can't hit Skitter because Greg's in the way, and he hits Greg for 7 damage. You get a healthy third helping of pickaxe to the something.
Ouch.
Did my avatar get deleted?
No, you're just underneath the pile.
Oh, wow. Yes, I am.
Oh.
Let me.
Oh.
There we go. There's Greg,
Oh.
king of the hill again.
How much damage was
7.
pickaxe?
Sorry, forgot. Still on GM rolling.
Okay.
I gotta separate those out.
All right, so it's my turn. Unfortunately, I can't really get an edgewise unless I go here, right?
Yes. You do also, seeing as you're behind Greg, you do also notice the worms are actually going for him.
Oh.
Greg, watch out, the worms. What can I do? I'm gonna bring out a vial of holy water and dump it on the pile.
Okay. So you managed to, so with a sizzle, all of the worms burn off of Greg's boots and the pile. And the pile just kind of melts. It's gross. But Greg is worm-proofed as far as you can tell.
Thank goodness.
Okay. So that was your action. It is Drez's turn.
I'm just gonna start crushing worms.
Okay.
Are there any left?
There's not actually any left. Alaran's vial of holy water might have actually kind of wiped him out.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
instantaneous.
Oh, it's mostly because there's a lot of holy water in one of those like jars. It's like a mason jar and it spreads. I don't know.
Now her rapier will never recover. Oh wait, how does that? So did she put the holy water on it while we were in this cave?
Yeah.
Actually,
So I think she tried it back in the church, but then she lost it again.
Yeah, she tried holy water versus the druid, which didn't do anything. Then she immediately natural one, which lost the charge.
so then I had to use up another vial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have a total of that yet? Because it's amazing.
No,
The total number of the rapier like collapsing is incredible.
If
It's like 5 times. 6.
honestly, I would love to see at the very end of this campaign somebody to go back through and do like a critical miss compilation of all the like dumb shit that
Yeah,
happened
really.
because we rolled a natural 1 or a natural 20.
It's
That
starting
works.
to feel like one of those like Krillin owned or Dark Souls death counts.
It is definitely a.
but for just a rapier extinguishing itself over and over again.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. All right. It's still your turn though.
Let's try to burn something. Burning stuff is good, especially when it blinds you afterwards.
All right. You.
Blinding yourself by losing your fire
Yeah.
might not be a great plan.
So you take it out,
Hooray!
and yes, your fire does also seem to burn the worms.
Hooray! Is the fight over?
Yes. Fight is seemingly over.
Then I create additional flame.
Yes. Okay, so you guys are now free to maneuver.
Is there anything to be gleaned from this massacre?
Are you gonna search the corpses, or you're just staring at them? Okay, staring at them, you notice that between the fire and the holy water, there aren't any more of the worms left. They've either been melted or burned away, and none remain.
Just like that.
Yep. It looks like they're kind of wearing, not quite guardsman armor, but it looks like these guys were actually decently armored. But they mostly had short swords, pickaxes, hand axes, stuff like that. Kind of somewhere between armed guard and thug. You're not quite sure.
Uh-huh.
There's kind of a gap between those things.
What will our intrepid band of misfits find underneath the military keep of Zagnoth? Let alone in the keep itself. Find out next time in Dungeons & Dragons: Grave of Man.